Hey, welcome back to the Filmmaker's Formula. Hope you had a great New Year's. I'm Kevin, the host of this channel. As we roll into 2019, I've been thinking of some of the resolutions I wanted to set for this year, one of them being uploading more videos. So for the first video of the year and today's Creator Breakdown Mondays, I wanted to talk about what's wrong with Peter McKinnon's quick hacks to faster editing. I just want to start the video saying that the hacks Peter gave are useful, but unless you have already found your style in video editing, it might or might not apply to you. Jumping right into it, the first thing he suggested was to put all your favorite effects into one folder. Every second counts when you're editing, so yes, this might save you time, but you might also not know what effects you want to be using. I, for one, have different effects in each video, so you might find it faster just to search for the effect instead. The second tip he gave was to have a preset grade for your videos. Now, if you're shooting all your videos in the same location or have the same lighting setup for each of your videos, then yes, having a preset grade will help. But one of the mistakes I made in the past is to apply a grade to all my footage. Some of the footage I shot outside and some of the footage I shot inside, thinking it was a cure-all to crappy footage. Now, what I ended up with was a really weird color for each scene. I've since fixed the issue with a special tool I mentioned in a previous video, so be sure to check that out here. Without creating bad habits, I say that a preset grade is only useful under the condition that your location or lighting setup is the same for each one of your videos. If you are looking for some color grade presets, I know Peter has an awesome collection of them on his website, and I'll link that down in the description below. So be sure to check that out. I think it's important to note that everybody has their own style and habits when it comes to editing and how to perform better and faster. Just like some people work better in a busy coffee shop, I work better in a anechoic chamber. It's all just relative. But I wanted to share some of my tips to faster video production. Tip number one is to edit on paper. What I mean by this is to know what scenes you will be shooting before you start shooting. Doing so can reduce the amount of time that you're cutting around useless dialogue and trying to create a narrative in post. Knowing approximately what you will be saying in each scene will help you streamline your video production and cut down time in post-production. Most people do this with an outline or script. A storyboard could be useful, but I prefer a shot list. And I talk about what a shot list is and how to use it in another video that I did here. Tip number two is shooting it all. If you're shooting a video that involves talking head, like I am doing right now, you want to do that all in one take. Now, if you have more to shoot that B-roll later. Not only will this help you organize your clips, you won't have a lot of clips to work with because you would just have one main stream where you get to subtract rather than add on clips, which makes everything more confusing. If you're not doing talking head, that's okay too. What I usually do instead is organize my videos by location. Let's say you have a scene in a bathroom in the beginning of your video and you also have a scene in your bathroom at the end of your video. What you can do is do those two scenes back to back. Don't worry about the sequence as long as you differentiate the shots. This tip will save you a bunch of time in post. Tip number three involves syncing your audio and video with a plugin called Pluralize 4. This plugin is made by Red Giant and I think they have a free trial, so be sure to check that out. Normally my audio and video are recorded separately, sometimes on different cameras and different devices, making syncing quite difficult. I would have to listen to each clip and figure out which camera footage corresponds to each. And when you have a lot, it becomes quite hectic. Pluralize 4 is a plugin that helps you sync your audio and video automatically. All you have to do is drop all your footage and audio into Pluralize and just click sync, and it would find all the corresponding footages and audio files. It then organizes everything into a sequence, which you can then import into Premiere Pro. You probably noticed that most of my tips revolve around things with pre-production, and that's because if you get it right the first time, you wouldn't have to do much editing to start with. Editing is all about rearranging and taking out things so your footage fits your vision. So the less things you have to take out, the faster your production would be. So be sure to plan each video out to speed up your editing. I linked some of the videos I talked about in this video on the left, so be sure to check those out. If you want to learn more about the styles and effects of other popular creators, be sure to hit that subscribe button. With all these tips, I hope to see more of you this year, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.